Hey YouTube, it's been a couple weeks. Haven't had a really chance to do any videos. I was traveling last week and exhausted. Basically slept the entire week. Sorry for the wind, it's a little windy. It's the 6th of March 2022. So what I'm going to work on today, if I can get to it, is I'm going to do a little bit of a cold start and see if I can get the commercial 10 to run and hook a new cable. So let's go. All right. Just a side note. Many of you know I have had this 10 by 10 Shelter Logic shed for I don't know how many years now. Probably at least 5 or more. I'll have to look up in the videos. Maybe post it down the bottom right here. But this one's been fine. Like, I think part of the reason why I was just having a conversation with someone why my sheds actually do pretty well, and I'm fairly happy with them, is I'm in a lot of trees here. So if you can see, these sheds are in, basically very well protected from wind for the most part. There's a lot of trees, and so there's no real open space. I know people have gotten them trashed because they're like an open field, and they just get, the sides are just constantly slamming around. Plus the fact that UV light kills them, and so they're in the shade in the summer. So this one, I don't know why this one actually had got some like micro holes pretty a few years after I had it, but I just throw a tarp on the back, and other than that it's fine. And then this zipper is this is a funky one. It doesn't always lock up really well. I have to kind of pull the zipper a certain way. I have to like pull it from the inside and do a certain angle for it to close, but it works, but it does the job. But overall, I think each one I've paid about $200 for, and it's been more than worth it. So let's get in and see if we can do a cold start on this commercial 10. So I can't remember the last time I actually ran this. It's been a while. It's been on a charger, one of my trickle chargers, which is great. So I don't know if there's gas in it. That's the thing I got to check out. So let's get the camera over there and see. So this is my commercial 10. Let's see. It's got some gas in it. So let's try it. Let's do a quick cold start. So it's got a horn on it, so that's good. So I don't have to worry about spewing out the other end. So let's try it. Just chargers off. Make sure they don't touch. Now this is the tractor for those of you who haven't watched the channel. Oh, its gas tank was left open. Hopefully that's not open. Gas tank is wide open. For those of you who don't know, this one was fairly. This one was rebuilt, so new piston and all that. So the electrical system. Why is this thing like missing screws? Who knows? Maybe it might rattled. We'll see. I'll have to get another nut on this. I don't know why it's missing, but let's see. Okay, that's low. Let's do a little low. Get some choke. Here. Let's try it. Alright, so don't know why that just died. It still has some gas in it. I don't know, hopefully there's not an issue, but let me set up the camera and let me go get what and show you what I want to do with this tractor today. Alright, so what I plan on doing today is installing a throttle cable bracket. This tractor, when it, when I got it, didn't have a lot of the stuff on it, and it was missing a throttle cable bracket. I put one on there, but where I put it, it doesn't. It's got too much slack in between the carburetor and where it's mounted. So I made another one. Basically, this is it right here. So bad welds, but I don't give a crap. So I basically just took a piece of stock steel bar, turned it on the lathe, drilled a hole down the center, and then tapped a hole straight through to hold it. So then just welded it to this piece of steel. So I'm going to mount this on the engine, and the throttle cable will come either through that way or through this way, depending on which way I want to do it. And then I'll tighten it down, and then it'll keep, because what's happening is the throttle cable, let me show you, bring it over here. As you can see, there's a lot of, even put a cable tie right here to try to hold it. There's way too much flex in this right here, so I'm going to put this pretty much right here to keep, so there's very little flex in between this and this, because right now when watch, I'll show you, when it goes, there's a lot of flex in there, and that as the engine and the governor move, it's got too much flex. So I want to lock that down, and hopefully that prevents some of the the run up and the run down with the tractor. So let me drag this out a little farther and see if I can maybe drill a hole right here and mount this right in there. So all right, I got it started again. Just brought it over here so I could work on it. Basically was just out of gas. I drained it, so that's why it kept stalling. So I put gas in it. It took it a second just to start priming again, and it ran and it's fine. So what the plan is, I looked at my 5665, which is a 12 horse, and it's got, sorry for the shaky camera, it's got one mounted pretty much right here like this. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do, but problem is I can't drill through here, can't get around, so I'm gonna have to take basically the hitch off and the shroud, and then before I take all the shroud, take all this stuff which is attached to the engine. It's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass just to do this small thing, but I'm pretty sure it'll be worth it. So like I said, I'm pretty much gonna go right, I'll cut this to length, but basically it's gonna go right there, for lack of a better spot, right there, something right around. I'll probably turn this over so I can get a little more space, but pretty much right where that white line is. I'm try to have it flush so it has all the room to pull it, but yeah, so it'll probably be out like that to basically line up with that right there. So let's get to it. Burning daylight. Alright, so I got the shroud off. It wasn't too bad. So I don't know if, hopefully I have enough. I pretty much have to go right behind, as you can see the mark right there, sorry. I have to pretty much go right there. So
I think I have enough room. We'll see. I'm going to basically just try using probably just use a quarter 20 screw, and maybe see if I can tap it. Hopefully there's enough room in there. Yeah, we'll try it and see what happens. I got it drilled and tapped. It's we're okay. I think what I'm going to do though is this screw that comes in this way, I'll probably throw a couple extra washers on it just so it doesn't hit this one over here, and I'll try to get as a shorter one if I can, but I could always just throw extra washers on here. So now I have to basically take the let's call it the thing here, my new cable. Let's see right there. Put that like right there, and then just put a mark through that hole on it to where to drill it, and we should be good. Alright, got it on. Hopefully I can feed the wire through there and without issue, and then just tighten it up. So let's get this back together. Alright, I got it. Fits good. It's a little kinked right there, but I think it's pretty good. It's nice in line with here, so when I actuate it, there's like no, there's a little bit of flex over there, but there's no movement basically in this space, because when it was anchored over there, there was a lot of space. So now there's no space. So I gotta look at it, make sure everything else is working right. Actually, it looks like I gotta give it a little more gap, because it looks like it's throttling a little too much. It's not going all the way down, so I gotta give it a little more movement, and we just do a quick adjustment and then we'll test it out. Better. right, that seems to be a little bit better, but it still does a quick, I don't know if you noticed it there, but like, you know, I do these minor adjustments and it skyrockets. So I don't know if it's a adjustment on the, you know, the arm location on the carburetor, but I'll have to take a look at it. It's running, it's better than what it was. Definitely need to clean up and then secure, you know, because you have the choke line, the throttle, and then the gas line all together, and I know if I leave them like that, they're going to start vibrating and wearing out stuff. So I gotta secure that gas line and get it away from the throttle cable so it doesn't rub it. But I think we're good. So it's a nice little project for today, so we got that done, and you know, on to the next one. Thanks for watching, and see you guys soon.